otan vaan muistiinpanot esiin. Elikkä 7. lokakuuta 2023, eli viime vuonna, Hamas, järjestö, joka hallitsee Palestiinaa, hyökkäsi Israeliin ja otti pankkivankeja. Tämän myötä Palestiina ja Israel sai huomiota, mutta oikeasti tämä kaikki alkoi vuonna 1948, eli noin 70 vuotta sitten. Israel siis vuonna 1948 alkoi valloittamaan Palestiinan alueita ja on jatkanut sitten tätä 70 vuotta. Siinä oli kaikki.
Let me ask you a question. Why are you racist? Let me tell you why. Because you're talking about October the 6th. Where is your condemnation of the equivalent?
Anas Abu Attia från Gaza, född 1995. Ända sedan jag var ett litet barn har jag drömt om att bli en känd fotbollsspelare. Jag trodde starkt att jag skulle kunna förverkliga mina drömmar. Men idag finns minst 1 miljon hinder för min väg dit. För det första så finns det inga spelplaner, vare sig för det stora eller för det små. Sen kom blockaden och det hela blev ännu värre. Hade jag varit premiärminister så skulle de viktigaste frågorna för ungdoms- och idrottsministeriet handla om att bygga spelplaner överallt. Speciellt i skolorna och att tillåta eleverna att spela fritt utan att bli bortjagade av vaktmästaren. Jag skulle också avskaffa alla klubbavgifter och bevara alla folkparker. Dock förblir drömmarna, säkerheten, förhoppningarna och framtiden bara ord som förlorar sin egentliga mening i ett land som dödar den minsta möjliga drömmen. Jag var målvakt och min kamrat Mohammed Al-Masawabi sa hela tiden till mig: jag kommer att göra mål på dig, men jag räddade hela tiden hans skott. Den 7 januari 2009, en av krigets dagar. Jag satt vid husets dörr och det var dimma ute. En person kom till mig och berättade: din vän Mohammed Al-Masawabi har dött som martyr. Jag trodde självklart inte på honom och började leta efter min vän. Och jag blev jätterädd när jag tänkte på döden. Jag kom till moskén och hittade den käraste vän som jag hade virad i den palestinska flaggan, och han var styckad i bitar. Jag grät väldigt mycket och blev ledsen eftersom jag varken kunde pussa honom eller krama honom. Jag satt och rörde vid honom. Vi tog honom till begravningsplatsen och begravde honom. Jag satt kvar hos honom. Jag sa till honom att jag älskade honom och att jag är mycket arg eftersom han lämnade mig ensam på denna jord. När jag var på väg ut från begravningsplatsen började en ny omgång av häftigt bombardemang. Jag kände att det måste vara en dödsängeln som jagar mig och att den inte kommer att låta mig vara i fred. Men tack och lov att jag är fortfarande i livet. Det här var alltså från händelserna 2009 och 2010. Situationen idag är ännu värre än den var då. Den gången dog det, man räknar lite på 1000-tal palestinier. Nu räknar vi 10-tusentals palestinier under några månader. Samtidigt står USA, EU, de lyfter inte ett finger för det här. De låter det fortgå, de säljer vapen till Israel och stöder Israel på alla sätt. Det är ett folkmord som pågår i Gaza och det måste få ett slut. Vi kommer aldrig att glömma eller aldrig att förlåta dem som bara stod bredvid och stödde det. Tack för mig.
Let me ask you a question. Why are you racist? Let me tell you why. Because you're talking about October the 6th. Where is your condemnation of the equivalent 5 October the 7th that were inflicted on the Palestinians from 2008 to 2020? Where is your condemnation of that? You talk about October the 6th as if everything was rosy and peaceful. Israel has an apartheid system, around 65 laws, no less than 65 laws that discriminate against Arab Israelis and the Palestinians. You have illegal occupation. You're not saying nothing about what happened before October the 7th with regards to its reality. Where is your condemnation of the equivalent of 5 October the 7th since 2008? Where's your condemnation? Why the moral asymmetry? Is it because you're racist? You're either ignorant or you're racist.
I was walking to the checkpoint, and an Israeli guard stepped out, probably about the age of my son. And he said to me, "What's your religion, bro?" And I said, "Well, I'm not really religious." And he said, "Come on, stop messing around. What is your religion?" Because I'm not playing. I'm not really religious. And it became clear to me that unless I professed my religion, and right religion, I wasn't going to be allowed to walk forward. So he said, "Well, okay, so what was your parents' religion?" I said, "Well, they weren't that religious either." He says, what were your grandparents' religion?" And I said, "My grandmother was a Christian." And then he allowed me to pass. And it became very, very clear to me what was going on there. And I have to say, it was quite familiar. Again, I was in a territory where your mobility is inhibited, where your voting rights are inhibited, where your right to the water is inhibited, where your right to housing is inhibited, and it's all inhibited based on ethnicity. And that sounded extremely, extremely familiar to me. And so the most shocking thing about my time over there was how uncomplicated it actually is.
We can have different views about Hamas as a political party. I think it is more honest and historically correct to say that the uprising of October 7th was an act of armed resistance. It is not a terrorist attack, and it's not an anti-Semitic attack. It was an attack against Israelis, and, I did not like that attack. I have gone public with this. I have gotten in trouble for saying it was, for me, anguishing. The violence done to Palestinians has been happening for decades. This was an uprising that comes from a state of subjugation and against a violent state apparatus. Okay, let us be clear. Now, you could be for or against armed resistance, you could be for or against Hamas, but let us at least call it armed resistance, and then we can have a debate about whether we think it's right or whether they did the right thing. The problem is, if you call it armed resistance, you are immediately thought to be in favor of armed resistance and in favor of that armed resistance and that tactic. It's like, well, actually, maybe not that tactic, and we can discuss armed resistance. It is an open debate.
False flag attack in London in 1994, where a car bomb exploded outside the Israeli embassy in the centre of London. The senior MI5 officer, who was in charge of the investigation into it and had seen all the evidence but also all the intelligence, which isn't necessarily admissible in court, wrote his formal assessment at the end of the case, and he said he reckoned that Mossad, the Israeli external intelligence agency, had bombed their own embassy. And he said that they did it for two reasons. One, they were always hassling MI5 for increased security around their embassy and other interests in London, because of course London had a reputation of giving safe haven to Arab dissidents from around the world at that point. And MI5 kept saying, well, there's no reason to increase the threat assessment, you don't need extra protection. So letting off a controlled explosion outside, of course, they immediately got what they wanted there. But crucially, 2 innocent Palestinians were arrested, charged and convicted of conspiracy to cause that attack. And they were very active in the Palestinian support network in London, political campaigning for the people on the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, and they were getting some traction in the media, they were getting quite a lot of support. So by arresting these people and framing them for an attack and sticking them in prison, the whole network just shattered and hasn't got back on its feet to this day. So that will be a clear political advantage for Mossad to have achieved in London by framing these innocent people for an attack which was carried out by Mossad.
Israel has done is a massive war crime. The United States is the one providing the munitions every day to Israel. It's up to the United States to stop stop this now. Israel won't stop it on its own. The U.S. has to do this. The U.S. and EU are complicit in Israel's war crimes, and cutting off aid for UNRWA is complicit in the war crimes. The U.S. is in the hands of the powerful lobby which has supported Israel no matter what Israel is doing. But the American people are deeply upset and against what our own government in the United States is doing right now. It's a shame on Biden, and it's a shame on the European Union not to be stopping this war now. I want the UN every day to bring up a resolution in the UN Security Council, and if the US vetoes it, I want the US to stand in isolation in the whole world and bear the consequences of that.
Because the world is crumbling, and those who have power have decided to not use it for the good of all. We are here because of Palestine. We are here because of Congo, Sudan, Tigray, Myanmar, Ukraine.
Yeah. Uwelo Uwe, ingen Italy. Kom my good man in the body, breaking it the door. Uwelo Uwe, ingen Italy. Kom my good man in the body, breaking it the door.
Chikotonyenye, chedye, onko, monko tesenjeje, wawa, nibu, chikotonyenye, chedye, onko, jeje, wawa, chikotonyenye, chedye, onko, monko tesenjeje, wawa, nibu, chikotonyenye, chedye, onko. Shame, shame, shame. Hey, I'm saying it for so my beauty. Hey, I'm saying it for so fatherless child, the motherless, they roam the street. Oh, oh no, hey, I'm saying it for so
I don't have any kids of my own, but I've held many in my arms. And a lot of them, when their little hearts have been breaking. And I've wanted nothing else than to just take on that pain as my own and soak it up into my skin to just relieve them of the weight of it. Because it's a lot just growing up in this world. But at the same time, I know that's not what they need. What they've needed is to just know that it's okay, that their pain is okay, and what they're feeling is okay, and that it's a part of life, and it's gonna pass. So I've just held them as close as I possibly can and told them to just let it out, and that I'm gonna be there, and that it's okay. There are a lot of kids right now whose pain is anything but okay. There are children out there right now whose parents are carried away in bags and whose homes are turned into rubble. And their little hearts are breaking too, but there's no one there to hold them. Some people might think this is political or radical in some way, but it's not about politics. Not really. It's about the sacredness of life and of love, and that none of us ever have the right to stand in the way of that. I'm gonna play you a song of my own. It's called Highland Night Bus. Originally, it's part of my story, but it is about love and loss and how it feels to miss someone and how close they still are, even when they're gone. So today, it's gonna be more of a dedication to the lives lost that should still be here.
Tucked in on a night bus in Highlands with the fearless thing. As the light went out, I heard a song and it hit me again. The weight of your absence. Ooh, I hate to admit that it's still standing on my chest. Now while I'm split open, to go back, I just hope you know that I never meant for us to go this long without asking, how do you do? I couldn't say it even if I wanted to. I'd give you the truth. I'd call you up and say I miss you. This morning I woke up afraid that I let the wolves in. They ran wild through my dream and would never accept a no. I wish that I could tell you about it. Oh, you never said much, but your kind eyes always made it alright. Yeah, you made it alright. Now I'm split open. I don't want us to go back. I just hope you know that I never meant for us to go this long without asking, how do you do? I couldn't say it even if I wanted to. I'd give you the truth. I'd call you up and say I miss you. Oh. All I would do is say I miss feeling small and safe in your arms. I know I hesitate in love, candidly caught up in caution. All I would do is say I miss feeling small and safe in your arms. Small and safe in your arms. Now I'm split open. I don't want us to go back. I just hope you know that I never meant for us to go this long without asking. How did you do? I couldn't say it even if I wanted to. I'd give you the truth. I'd call you up and say I miss you.
Mä luen suomalais-palestiinalaisen Veeran, jolla on Instagram-tili Ampins and Amneedles tekstin. We keep the records. Official histories may be written by the victors, but we keep our own council and records. Keep the records of this time, not just online, not just in public, but in your private archives. There will be rewriting of history to assuage the guilt of the guilty. There will be official narratives to compete with the testimony of our own eyes. There will be academic carries based on papers refuting common sense and knowledge. There will be op-eds and press releases refuting the genocide. This process is ongoing and it didn't start on October 2023. Keep records and keep them safe. Keep each other safe. Protect Palestinians. Palestinian people have kept their own records and they were often not written to official record. We keep our records in oral histories. We keep our records in code songs. We keep our records in our clothing. We keep our records in each other. We keep our records in our prayers. We keep our records in our recipes. We sing our records to each other. We feed our records to our community. We embroider our records into our clothing. Those of you who still ask, what can I do? Raise money, not for NGOs and non-profits, but to rescue as many of our people, our living record keepers, as we can. Keep records. One day you will be asked what you did during this genocide, and I want you to know that if I am asked the same, I will remember, I will not forget, and I will not forgive. Tell the truth. There is endless official propaganda trying to justify the genocide. It is your job to forcefully counter it. Use our language. Listen to Palestinians. Let Palestinians speak. Fight for Palestinian lives. Enough with symbolic acts and statements. Fight. Tuossa on osoite tinyurl/Gaza families. Siellä on hänen yhteisönsä ihmisiä, tai ihmisten perheiden varankeruukampanjoita. He yrittävät saada perheensä turvaan Gazasta. Ja Euroopan maat, Suomi mukaan lukien, ei ole tehnyt niitä ratkaisuja, mitä olisi pitänyt, niin meidän tehtävä on auttaa, pitää palestiinalaisia hengissä. Mä laulan vielä yhden laulun. Ja tää on song created by at Instagram emmasworld.101. There once was a land called Palestine where Christians, Muslims and Jews lived fine. In the 1800s it was ruled by the Ottoman Empire. Meanwhile a bearded guy founded Zionist for Jews to aspire. Land that becomes their home and safe only for the kind. Then there was a World War I that ended when the Allies won, and England was like, hey, this beautiful land is totally mine. Still the name was Palestine, even though it was colonized, and a promise for a Zionist state was made by the man that had no right. Then more and more Jews arrived seeking refuge, and that's alright, until the plan to steal the land was no longer to hide. The year was 1948 when Israel bullied its way to a state. Thousands of Palestinians fled their homes to survive. No right for a return, no right for a home, no right to fight for the land that they owned. Israel expanded more and more into an apartheid. Where is your humanity? Where is your respect for dignity? Call it conflict, that's insanity. It's time to change your mind. One day Palestine will be free, so be on the right side of history. You're not anti-Semitic if you stand against war crimes. Don't be brainwashed by the news, now you can see yourself the truth. Learn about the story of Palestine.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr.? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, and you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you? Now we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? Doesn't that make you gay? So who is gay?
What I am advocating is proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family.
But determined by you and the sponsors.
That's what we are advocating.
Yes.
That's what we are advocating. So when people say it's an anti-LGBTQ bill, I ask them who's promoting.
But I saw something on Facebook. Somebody was asking you when you say proper human or sexual behavior,
sexual
and
rights,
Ghanaian values.
Yes.
Why are you not prohibiting adultery, fornication in the bill?
Because this is not a morality bill. I'm not a morality bill.
But is adultery not proper?
This is
adultery not against proper sexual behavior?
This is an expansion of Section 104 of your Criminal Offences Act, which deals with unnatural carnal knowledge. Unnatural carnal knowledge doesn't go into the realms of morality. Adultery, and that's why when we started, I said to you, I am not legislating religion or my religious beliefs. I am legislating our cultural values and principles.
Correct. Adultery, the culture.
So
and
homosexuality,
people want to accommodate them.
Homosexuality is LGBTQIAAP.
What is the P?
Pansexual.
What's that?
That's the worst of all.
What's that?
They have sexual attractions to any and everything. So today, a pansexual woman will have sex with you. Tomorrow, she'll have sex with a lady. The next day, she'll have sex in time. It's gay. A gay person...
Inanimate object.
I said they... some of them have gone as far as marrying trees. Trees. Yeah. Choke.
Wow.
Yes. You see, and that's the weirdness of that category. Because all the other categories even have some kind of restrictions. A lesbian is attracted primarily to women as a woman. A gay is attracted primarily to men as a man. But pansexuals?
All forms of corruption Shimina. Now she had to tolerate Samudi Amradi Beba, and in Yakupomrano, Bobra. Samudi Anoba, Yakachram, we will disobey you. We will disregard your orders, and we will make sure that we lynch them. We will follow them in every corner, and we will make sure that we kill them. You are going to make this country ungovernable, and we are not going to tolerate that. And so we are sounding this caution to all of you. You should make sure that this bill gets passed, because Ghanaians, we are not prepared to accept any gayism in this country. And if you don't do that, and you do politics with it, make sure you are waiting for us, because you are making this country ungovernable. We will make sure that we destabilize this country if you don't follow what we want.
Uganda lawmaker who called for gay people to be castrated denied entry to the US. Uganda's 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Act punishes homosexuality and its promotion with prison time and death punishment. During a recent speech in support of the act, MP Sarah Eking Opendi suggested a new amendment that would allow gay people to be castrated so they could not continue with homosexuality in prison.
Even life imprisonment is not adequate, because this person is going to go into the prison and continue living his life, maybe even continuing with homosexuality in the prisons. These people should be castrated. Yes.
Honey, I love you. I love you past 1,000 stars in the galaxy. And there are so many stars in the galaxy, perfect and beautiful, but I love you so much. Honey, I love you. you so much. Let love guide you. She's a man carrying the world on his head. What's the one I'm finding in nature FM? Baby, I know you think. She's a man carrying the world on his head. What's the one I'm finding in nature FM? Baby, I know you think. What's the one in Becca? What's the one in Becca? Yeah, yeah. They come over, so what's the one? Nelemma Bedienti, 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 Nelemma. She's a woman with 1,000 children and no husband. She's a woman with 1,000 children and no husband. She's a man carrying the world on his head. What's the one I'm finding in nature FM? Mariana Loyalty. What's the one in the car? What's the one? And come over, so what's the one? Nelemma Bedienti, Nelemma Bedienti, Nelemma Bedienti, Nelemma Bedienti. She's a woman with 1,000 children and a husband. Worry all, don't today soon. Do not let them steal your joy. Do not let them tell you that your femininity is bad. We all embody it. We are masculine and feminine in one entity. Do not let them tell you that your femininity is inferior. You are powerful. Somebody didn't get the memo. This man, his butt is so soft, it flutters like a butterfly. This man, his buttocks is flat, wider than your capacity. That man, his butt is so huge, he still looks easy butterfly. That man, his buttocks is flat, wider than your capacity. Free like a butterfly. Free like a butterfly. Like a butterfly. Natural in my running time. Jiggles like a butterfly. Jiggles like a butterfly. Yeah, this is a song about owning your buttocks. So it's not for standing, it's for dancing. Dance with me. Let's dance. Everybody, dance with me. Yes. Dance, 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 dance. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to the left. Boom, Tori, Vaasa. Boom, Beckham, Doso. Boom, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Titi. Boom, Tori, Vaasa. Boom, Beckham, Doso. Boom, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Titi. Boom, Tori, Vaasa. Boom, Beckham, Doso. Boom, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Titi. Boom, Tori, Vaasa. Boom, Beckham, Doso. Boom, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Tata, Benjamin, Titi. Let's go. Jiggles like a ring to sky. Free like a butterfly. Free like a butterfly. Walk me like the brightest side. Natural never running dry. Jiggles like a ring to sky. Free like a butterfly. Walk me like the brightest side. Natural never running dry. Never, never let you go. That's way. That's way. That's way. That's way. That's way. Own your body, it is yours. Thank you. Where you go? I got something deeper in my life, and it's you. When you blow, I feel blue. 'Cause you glow like a distant dot in between spaces. You're lonely a lot. At times the milky white pages are blue. He's You've got something feeble in your love, and it's me. When I blow, you feel blue. Actually, you feel new. 'Cause I've got blue, black, and magic pots with golden places. Where is my love? Show
ska framföra en sång som heter Bär alla barnen. Och den här låten släpptes i början på maj. Och det var 20-tal svenska musiker som ställde sig under namnet Sångare i solidaritet med Palestina, som gjorde den här låten för Palestina. Och de skrev så här i sitt pressmeddelande. Det är nog med siffror. Ju högre de blir, desto mer obegripliga blir de. De gör oss mer förlamade. Trots vi borde skrika högre än någonsin. I blodbadets Gaza har sjukvården tvingats uppfinna en ny akronym. WCNSF. Wounded Child, No Family, No Surviving Family. Så outhärdligt vanlig är situationen. Barn som fått sina hem bombade till intetgjorda. Barn med ansiktet bortfrätt av vit fosfor. Barn som förlorat ben och armar och som opereras utan bedövning. Barn som svälter. Barn som förlorat systrar, mammor och pappor. Barn begravda under rasmassorna. Intäkterna till för den här låten går till FN-organet UNRWA, en organisation som är viktig för att få en hjälp på plats. Så gå in på Spotify, YouTube, streama sönder den här låten. Och idag så framför jag den Susanne Marins med det här fantastiska bandet, Mokole band. Var det du som kom till oss i natt och undrade var du var? Undrade om du drömde du? Vi ser att det är sant, alla såren på din hud. Vi hör när du slutar andas du. Den där dockan som du fick på din 5-årsdag. Vi vet att den har gått sönder. Hon är kvar under huset som var ditt. Vi hör alla dina skrik. Ropen på mamma, ropen på pappa. Vi bär alla barnen, bär alla barnen. Vi bär alla barnen, bär alla barnen. Vi bär alla barnen, bär alla barnen. Vi bär alla barnen, bär alla barnen.
we take our next speeches.
I just need to say, everyone who danced and butterfly, you are all great dancers.
Brilliant.
Hej allihopa! Hi everyone! Mitt namn är Isabelle och jag är verksamhetsledare för Regnbagsallians. I'm the executive manager of Rainbow Alliance. Mitt tal ska vara på svenska här, but I will start in English because I want to share some stories with you from a digital platform called Queering the Map, where people can share their stories about their lives and fates. I've always imagined you and me sitting out in the sun, hand in hand, free at last. We spoke of all the places we would go if we could. Yet you are gone now. If I had known that bombs raining down on us would take you from me, I would gladly have told you every day and to the world how I adored you more than anything. I'm sorry I was a coward. I wish I could watch the sunset over Gaza Sea with you. For one night I wish this occupation was no longer and that we could be free for once in our own land. Det gör mig både ledsen och arg när jag får höra att vi som står upp för queera rättigheter inte samtidigt kan stå upp för Palestina. Det anses att de här två teman är en konflikt eller att de krockar. När har det blivit så att vi måste bara välja en kamp och det är bara den ena kampen vi får stå för? Det gör mig både ledsen och arg när jag hör att vi kan inte stå för det här för att kanske i Palestina så finns inte queera rättigheter som det finns här. Jag tycker att vi har en skyldighet att stå upp för Palestina. Inget förtryck och ingen diskriminering sker i ett vakuum. Det borde vara en icke-fråga om man står upp för Palestina eller inte. Vi behöver vara intersektionella i vårt arbete med queera rättigheter och för hbtqia-personer. Ingen är fri före alla är fria. Och jag hoppas att jag får se er allihopa imorgon på paraden då vi står upp för queera personer, oavsett om du är lesbisk och bor i Pedersöre eller om du är en transperson som just nu befinner sig i Rafah. Tack!
Hello. I believe my generation has grown up without fully understanding how a horror like Nazism was possible. We console ourselves by thinking the German society was not fully aware of what was happening. In the film The Zone of Interest, the lives of Nazi families continue peacefully while millions are incinerated just a few meters away. Only the column of smoke from the crematoriums could alert them from the extermination. A column of smoke easily ignored. Today, social media shows us that column of smoke in the form of terrible images. people in the streets of cities around the world are also this smoke. The protesters in university campuses are also that column of smoke. We are all seeing a real genocide in front of us in real time. And doing nothing in the face of this sets a terrible terrible precedent for humanity. And our children will not have the comfort of thinking that we did not know what that smoke was, that we did not know what was happening. History is repeating itself, and the irony of this conflict is terrible. The Palestinian people should not have to pay with their existence for European anti-Semitism. To conclude, I want to share a message of hope. As someone born in Barcelona, I'm happy to see that some good things are happening there. The City Council of Barcelona cutting relations with Israel, the University of Barcelona accepting students' demands and ending relations with all Israeli companies, and Spain recognizing the state of Israel, of Palestine. It's all thanks to people speaking up. Let's keep pushing for a much more peaceful world. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Forgive me, Mr. President, if I use strong words. It is the frustration of a humanitarian speaking here.
I now give the floor to Mr. Filippo.
Last year I called on you to use your voice, not your voices. But this council cacophony has meant that you have instead continued to preside over a broader cacophony of chaos around the world. For example, Myanmar, where since my last briefing to you, more than 1.5 million people have been displaced by fighting, bringing the total to over 3 million. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, violence between men with guns is so common that no other place on earth is as dangerous for women and children as the east of that country. Let me touch briefly on Ukraine, as it is another theater of war where international humanitarian law gets violated every day. Sudan is also an example of the broader consequences of disrespect for the rules of war and total lack of accountability. The atrocious events in Rafah made us witness one more, and most dramatically, hundreds of thousands of people trying to avoid lethal attacks by moving frantically in the limited, constrained space of southern Gaza, reached only by a trickle of aid, with dozens losing their lives. It is too late for the tens of thousands already killed in Gaza, in Ukraine, in Sudan, in Congo, in Myanmar, and so many other places. But it is not too late to put your focus and energy on the crises and conflicts that remain unresolved, so that they are not allowed to fester and explode again. It is not too late to step up help for the millions who have been forcibly displaced to return home voluntarily in safety and with dignity. It is not too late to try and save countless millions more from the scourge of war. Thank you.
Laula tintu sini silmä, una puskero susu, istuttu mun polvelleni, siinä on sulle laulupuu.
Sinisilmä, punaposki, ruususu, istut tuohon polvelleni, siinä on sulle laulu. Laula
Laula tyttön, ettei suura otsa loppui seksisään. Ettei muuhemmiltaan muura toivoi päivän kirkastaa. Laula mulle, maailmalle, laulelle, ettei ennen aikojansa sydämemme vanhene.
Tyttö sinisilmä, punaposki, ruusuksuu. Istu tuohon polvelleni, siinä on sulle laulu.
Laula tyttö, ettei suura otsa loppui seksisään. Ettei muuhemmiltaan muura toivoi päivän kirkastaa. Laula because Black Lives Matter. She's a merry-go-round out of control, yeah. Black is the color code that I've always sold, yeah. She's a firefly burning the sun, yeah. Breathe, woman, breathe, you are more than beholding. Is a man chewing fire and brimstone. Black is his color sparky so like a pine cone. He is the father raising the future. Breathe, and breathe, let the truth make you better. Are we at the end of the show? Okay. This is one of the original songs of the band, formed 3 weeks ago. Yes. The band, not the song, yes. This is called Mokole, named after the band. I hope tonight you have taken in everything that you've heard and you put it in practice. As I always say, all we have are our voices, and we must use them. Our privilege, and we must use them. So, go home and use your voice. See oppression, call it out wherever you see it. Not just when it's in proximity to whiteness. Oppression everywhere should matter to you. Use your voice. Mokole.
With your reflection, tell me who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What you wanted to sound me for something we are here. What you wanted to sound me for something we are here. What you wanted to sound me for something we are here.
Have a good night. Thank you so much. Would you like to play Jet to introduce the band? Yes. Yeah, get your raincoats, get your umbrellas. To my right, I have my beautiful saxophonists. That is Macti. Please give it up for him, Macti. And right next to Macti is Albert. Extraordinary. Thank you, Albert. And on the accordion, we have Becca. Thank you. The guitar and vocal, the beautiful Victor. Thank you so much. And behind me, the extraordinary Mikta on the drums. And in the back of the bass, the Papa Bear of the group. Thank you. And in the far corner, we have Ville on the keyboard. Thank you, Ville. And there is Valtteri, my backing vocalist extraordinary. Thank you, Valtteri. And then the beautiful, the elegance, the new age, Sophia Streets, Anna. Thank you. And my name is Oteanankanduro. Before I tell you what it means, I want to thank a very special person here. This beautiful costume you see of me, designed by the very Zara with a black umbrella. Yes, thank you. And to everyone that came to support the show, the police that came to protect, and you, beautiful young man behind the camera, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much to Platform. Thank you to Vaasa City. Thank you to Regnbagsallians, and then Vaasa for Palestine for being the supporters of this. Thank you so much. And my two dear friends with the flags in the back. Yeah, I see y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. My name is Oteanankanduro, the healer of snake bites. And this has been the Mokole Band. Thank you.